Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing? I hope all is well with you. So yesterday the news was trending about a Yoruba man, a teacher, crying out for help. Not only her. So it happened that a group of teachers and some students were captured by terrorists in Oyo State in Yoruba land. And they, of course, normal thing, they started demanding ransom and all that. So the first video they made, the lady was actually kind of very relaxed, demanding for help and assistance. Then again, the second video surfaced where she was highly intense. And it was alleged that this man you are seeing on your screen also is what happened to be one of them. And I think he's a mathematics teacher. So finally, they beheaded the man. Surprise, surprise, it's not even up to 12 hours. We started hearing from Gumi again. Gumi started advocating once again to help Fulani, that they are not actually like IPOB, that IPOB, by people, that the kidnappers are just looking for what to eat. And we should understand it. And I was thinking that, I thought that this man has, I was thinking that the man has repeated and all that. No. One thing about this extremists is that once they start, they don't go back. They sign, to buy for what they're believing on, for what they are actually doing. Honestly, this is very, very dangerous world that we are living. Honestly, because you have a grown-up men that claim they are scholars, people who know what life means and all that because of religion. They have conditioned their mind and minds of their followers on how to be extremist, on how to give up your life for fighting other people. It is shocking. Anyway, I want to go through those things because you see, yesterday I didn't talk about it, not because I did not hear the news, but I felt like these stories it keep on happening, and after talking, then what, But as you speak, Gumi also has said something again. And every time you try to listen to him, the same news. Now, this is from China Saworu, and many other people have shared the same thing as well. Fulani jihadists reportedly beheaded Michael Oyedokon, a teacher abducted from community high school in Ahoro, Eseneli, on Oyo State, according to a video released by the gunmen called terrorists, calling him the gunmen. On Sunday, May 17, 2026, the incident follows a coordinated assault on schools in the Orile local government area on Friday, May 15, which has left the local education community in mourning. And this is a man, as you can see here. All right, you can see the report here. Bandits reportedly behead, abducted Oyo teacher. So that is the man, they by the man. All right. Then here is another news. This is just 45 minutes ago. This person said a disturbing video showing a Yoruba woman crying bitterly, accusing Yoruba headers of killing their people over the attack of Fulani herdsmen. In the region repost aggressively and drop your views. Yoruba land is bleeding. Okay, I'm coming because there are so many things we need to learn from this. Yes, the news is actually heartbroken because just like what I normally tell you, that innocent people are the one paying the price of these stupid actions. Now, what do you think is going on here? Remember, Yoruba people said that Igbos are their problem, right? They always said that Igbos are their problem. That Igbos, because imagine if Igbo people are the one that a Yoruba man lost, a Yoruba woman or man lost his life because of them. Like, imagine how Lagos will be today. Imagine the national news. Imagine the outcry. A problem of black man is that in their brain, according to Master Namodukan, and I believe that very, very much, because today it's not as if Fulanis are not living in Lagos. They do live in Lagos. In fact, they are part of the government of the Lagos. But whenever they buy people in Yoruba land, all of them will talk to analysts. But when it happens to be just that Igbo man said, you know, that kind of thing, you see their muscle and their strength. You see the muzzle and the strength. And Fulani buying them and spitting on their faces is actually concern. It's something that the people should take in and like that should concern you. You can see the lamentation, they cry out, everybody is lamenting. Just few people, not everybody per se, but what they're saying is we are dying because of Yoruba leaders and all that. The fault of Yoruba leaders is actually the fault of Igbo leaders. They are the same. I find it difficult to separate them. The difference between Yoruba and Igbo when it comes to Fulani invaders is that an average Igbo man is ready to do all what he can do to safeguard himself. He can take the risk, but we don't rely on our leaders. Yoruba do rely on their leaders, and that's why it is difficult for them to defend themselves, because they are so much invested their trust in their leaders. Igbos don't. Every man from Igbo land knows that your leader is actually, we see them as part of the problem, because they are the one to tell you to go and sleep and close your eyes very well, open your door because I'm here, I'm late, no problem. If anything happened to you, the only thing they can do is to give your children scholarship when you are not here. And that's possible always from primary school and secondary school. If you are lucky, to university, that you will graduate and without any work. Just they will give scholarship just to clear their conscience. So we know the tactics, we know their methods. But how can you rely on that? Now, Yoruba people, look at Sonny Bohoda. That's why I'm saying that their leaders is their problem. Who convinced this man? Although some people say from time immemorial, this man has never decided to, he's not even fighting for freedom, Sunday Bo, that he's a boy, or just they use him to do camouflage, and the person that was using him is Tinubu. So you can see why he's very, very, it's very, very easy for him to succumb to Tinubu's administration and join Tinubu. Now, let's move to that thing, because I don't understand Yoruba language, so I'm not going to continue playing the video. I'm coming to this because this is the latest one. Let's go to the one that Gumi said, before now. So let's read the write-off here, okay? I'm gonna read what people said and my own. He said the terrorists need all the money. Okay, they need all the money they are getting from kidnapping. That they need it. That Gumi is saying this. So the terrorists need all the money that they are getting from kidnapping, meaning that of course they need the money. You think they don't need it? Oh, Evans don't need the money. It is not like they are living luxurious lives. The government is putting too much pressure on them, so they need money to finance their war machines. Now, why don't they go to central bank and get the money, or government house? Why innocent, helpless individuals? So, but one second thought, do you blame Gumi? Okay, but on the other, I think I don't understand. But I don't understand. Let me continue for it. Do you blame Gumi on what he said? No, I don't blame him at all. Who wouldn't say stuff like that? Like that, especially after hearing what Nekachimeze, Ikenguruago, Lazuba, Udele, DOS, and their cap are saying. Okay, they are followed because I copied this. All right, so I just reposted it. What they're saying about their fellow Biafrans brothers, that they are the one killing people in our land. That is Igbo people. Whatever that's going on there, Dele and Ruko always say that we are the one Igbo Lani, and even the one happened in Afaruku. Yes, yesterday or day before yesterday. But many of you have seen the video of cow, destroying farmland somewhere in Afaruku Ibeku. And Udele jump out, he has been defending this since yesterday. In fact, today, all this day, since morning, this guy has been pumping video defending that. In fact, when we come live today, we are going to discuss part of it. All right. But hear what Gumi also said in the past. Hear this.
We are under pressure to fight government that has helicopters, is bombarding us. So we remove the pressure, the need for the money is there. When you go there, you don't see any luxurious life. You don't see any luxurious life at all. They are living in huts. They have nothing. They drink sometimes from the spring. So I don't think we can say that they are used to a luxurious life that they won't live it. Actually, they don't even know it, all the money they get.
Sheikh, like you said, they are under pressure. Government is bombarding them, and according to what you say, they are saying that it looks like they're under attack. So maybe they're acquiring weapons to protect themselves. But then again, if the pressure is that much, why don't they renounce banditry? And are they also considering the lives of those that they are also taking, and the lives of people that they are also making, unlivable?
Okay, you see, if they leave banditry, they will have source of financing their war machine. The question you ask, why are they fighting them? You see, the herdsmen has gone through a lot of hardship. No government has really actually sat down to see into their plight, to modernize them, to even spend anything. Not one kobo of our Nigerian budget goes to them. And now they feel their...
Now, this is the reason why Nigeria is massaging, terrorism. This man is telling you that you need to give them what they want. That no budget goes to them. Okay, this is the farmland that I was talking about. Okay, you see the cow here and all that. So we are going to talk about this later. Hopefully, if I have the time, I will try my best to discuss about it because Udeland is like defending it with everything in them. So Gumi is here telling you that no budget of Nigeria goes to banditry. They're supposed to budget for them, or maybe I don't know what is the name of the governor and how many local government is in the banditry state. Because this man, and people listen to him and kept quiet. The people, I mean, the voodoo must be very, very strong. Hear him. This is the recent one. As you can see here, this person said, terrorists are going nowhere. That is, he's quoting Gumi. Terrorists are going nowhere. They are part of us, and we are part of them. We must learn to live together and should never become enemies with them. Terrorist advocate, terrorist advocate Shegumi. Okay, now hear him.
They are going nowhere.
They are going nowhere. Let me take it back.
They are going nowhere.
Did you hear that? They are going nowhere.
They are part of us and we are part of them.
God forbid.
We must live with them.
In another one.
And they can't drive us away. They are our neighbors, so we should never allow them to be our enemies.
They are our neighbors.
And if we are getting mistakes by our actions, we are turned into enemies when we are finished. Because our real enemy will use them against us. As your real enemy will use your neighbor against you. And nobody knows your secret more than your neighbor. He knows when you come back and when you go out. So we should never allow herdsmen to be our enemies. We are going nowhere.
They are going nowhere.
They are part of us. And
They are part of us and we are part of them.
we are part
God
of
forbid.
them.
God forbid.
We must live
That we must live with them.
with them. You can't drive them away.
You can't drive them away.
And they can't drive us away. They are our
And they can't drive us away. And they are our neighbor, not our brother, not part of us, but our neighbor.
neighbors.
Who gives them land to become our neighbor? Where did they come from? All of a sudden they are not our neighbor. Again,
Never allow them to be our enemies.
we should not allow them to be our enemies.
And if
This part sounds like a warning, a pointing finger. You do understand? Do not allow them.
mistakes by our actions, we have turned them into enemies.
So tell me what you think about it. This is Gumi telling you what you must do and how you must live your life. Otherwise, you are going to pay dearly. Do you agree or disagree? Let me hear you on the comment section. Please don't forget to follow us on X, and of course subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think. God bless you and take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.